What is up, everybody? Today's session, the Alabama rig. One of my subscribers, Tom, he wanted to know a little bit more about the Alabama rig and my setup. So guys, it comes in a lot of different kinds of deals, man. Bladeless, blades front, blades rear, blades front only. I mean, people are doing crazy things, man, adding, you know, different ones to them, making them really big. This is a 9-wire. Depending on how deep you want it to run, depends on the size weight you want to use on the head. I'm targeting somewhere around that 12, you know, 10 to 12 to 13 feet. A little bit lighter weight for me, but I like throwing the 9. I've got the 5 as well that I throw with and without blades. I mean, if you got some wind and stuff like that, the blades are really good. Spinner bait, same kind of principle. Really clear water, calm. I'll do something, you know, something that doesn't have blades on it. Use just a regular standard 6'3" to 1 reel. I use 60-pound braid to tie these guys on. 60 pounds, man. There's a lot of money invested in these. Don't want to lose it. So then the rod that I use is a 7.9 heavy. Guys, I want to be able to chunk this thing out here as far as I can and count it down. And when I mean count it down to the depth. If you start counting, you're catching them on 7, but you're not catching them on 10. That means, you know, you need to get it up in the water column. Count it down's a good thing to do. Chunk of wine, baby. Like I said, when throwing this Alabama rig, man, I'm gonna hop point to point to point. I'm gonna cover it as quick as I can and keep moving to the next one. I'm looking for these aggressive fish. I ain't gonna sit here and just grind them to death. We are just covering and moving, covering and moving. Again, here we are. We pulled up to this point. The wind's coming from left to our right. So if the fish were going to be sitting there, their nose is going to be kind of looking up towards that dock, which way that current's coming down. So we want to pull up to the outside of this point, and I like to work from the outside nose to the bottom and then back around. And then what I'll do is I'll cover some different depths at this. First I'll start deep, and then after my first deep pass and I go to the bottom, then I'll come back up shallow. So I've got my boat position. I'm in 13 feet of water. Okay, so like I said, I'm gonna start on the tip point. So that's kind of where I'm at. Wind's coming in this way. So I'm gonna fish and fan cast this area and then let the wind bring me around to this side so I can get the bottom drop off on this side. And then I'll come back around and hit the upside. I hit my spot lock, it makes it easy. I ain't gotta touch this thing, it keeps me here. Hey, we got a fish on the Alabama rig, look. Not a big one, that's a fish and it's cold. He's a cold one. Bloop.